Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It is Gail here. And I know I went over expectations, and I would like to just add a little bit more to why we need to set clear expectations for our children. Okay, so this is just a little something to add on to what we already discussed. Okay. So, establishing clear expectations is a cornerstone of effective parenting. By communicating your rules, values, and goals clearly, you provide your children with a roadmap to navigate their daily lives. This clarity not only helps them understand what is required of them, but also empowers them to take ownership of their actions and decisions. So, that is the importance of setting clear expectations. Now, in a household, setting expectations involve discussing important aspects such as behavior, should be number one, responsibilities, academic performance, and family values. So you create a supportive atmosphere by involving your children in these discussions, allowing them to express their thoughts and feelings. So as you are setting the expectations, I just think that if you keep your child involved and really ask them, do they understand what it is that you are saying? And maybe there's things that you need to clarify. I believe that that would help your child along the way. Getting them involved, reassuring them that, what you're doing is out of love, and setting these expectations in a clear, calm, kind demeanor would help them calmly and clearly understand what it is that you are saying. Additionally, we emphasize the importance of consistency and following through. When children know they can rely on predictable outcomes, they feel more secure and are better equipped to meet expectations. We also regularly revisit and adjust these expectations as they grow and develop, ensuring that they remain age appropriate and relevant. And to me, that is so true. What you're expecting of your 3, 4, and 5-year old as they grow older, then those expectations should change. But you have to be consistent with it. And I believe, again, once those expectations is laid out there and they know the consequences behind it, when you have to um, revisit those expectations, really by a certain age, they kind of know what's coming and what needs to change. A child that you are consistent with knows and feel a change that is coming. Trust me, they know. Ultimately, your goal is to help your children thrive by providing them with guidance they need to make informed choices. By setting clear expectations, you build a foundation of trust, respect, and accountability that strengthens your family bond and prepares your children for success. I truly believe that setting expectations early on and being consistent with them it kind of give your child a routine. There's a routine that's being established. So for the ones out there, just a little tidbit on setting the expectations for your child or for your children. Now, I'm going to also include, so we established expectation. Now we're going to establish a timeout and why it's needed. So the first, it promotes self-regulation. Timeouts give children an opportunity to calm down and reflect on their behavior. This practice helps them learn to manage their emotions and impulses, promoting emotional self-regulation over time. Well, you have some that may be stubborn, and we have seen some stubborn. And man, it can be challenging. But the whole idea is not to give up and not to feel overwhelmed. Encourage reflection. A timeout allows children to step away from a situation, helping them to think about what happened and why their actions may have been inappropriate. This reflection can lead to a better decision making in the future. I think just as parents, some of us miss this cue. Some of us miss the valley. Now, it reduces escalation. When children are in the heat of the moment, emotions can run high, leading to escalated conflicts. A timeout provides a break that helps diffuse tension and prevents situation from worsening. And oh my goodness, I want to say, when you just look at what's happening in the world, that if we as parents also take that time out, just walk away for a moment and think about our actions, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical or mental, that we are inflicting on our children, they would know how to calm down because they've seen it in us. But when we fly off the handle, they will fly off the handle also. When you just suddenly lash out, you're teaching them to lash out. So the things that you say and do, you have to follow. Well, you have to be the leader. You have to set the stage for it. You have to show them, I was mad and I just need to walk away for a minute because it's not right for me to yell or hit you. Because, there's a fine line between spanking and whippings. I am telling you, if you're lashing and you're striking your child blow after blow after blow after blow after blow, then there's something wrong. Because again, that child will go out in the street. And the minute someone says something wrong or they perceive it to be wrong, what are they going to do? Lash out, blow after blow after blow after blow. So what goes for the child goes for the parent. Now, it teaches accountability. By recognizing that certain behaviors have consequences, children begin to understand the importance of being accountable for their actions. This understanding fosters a sense of responsibility and the ability to make better choices. And, sometimes you just wonder the things that these young children and young adults are doing. Was there really any accountability that was being taught, or were they held to it? Now, it improves focus. After a timeout, children often return to the task or situation with a clearer mind and renewed focus. This can be particularly beneficial in both home and school environments. So, yeah, I think a lot of times that's true. When they sit back and really think about it, sometimes they themselves can clearly see what went wrong and communicate it to you, or know what triggered it. We have triggers, they have triggers. Now, setting boundaries. Establishing timeouts communicates clear boundaries and expectations regarding behavior. Children learn that certain actions are unacceptable, and consistent enforcement helps solidify these boundaries. Let me just say this. And when you're setting these boundaries and you're reinforcing these boundaries, remember to always be patient with them. They're at the learning stage. And sometimes we look at the child's age and we look at the child's height and assume they know better. But there's so many children out there with what they call it, ADDH, and any other medical term that's used for a child that is having problems, I guess, processing. They need to be handled a little differently. Like you know what I mean. Some just, they are not advanced as others, and they cannot comprehend the way another child is comprehending whatever it is that you're trying to relate to them. So when you sit there and be like, "Oh, your child do this," no, my child do that. I don't know why he's not doing this. And hey, stop comparing your child. The child is an individual, and we all learn, we all process differently. So just because someone else's child is a little more advanced does not mean you sit there and try to really um, browbeat, or talking down, insulting, um, inflicting corporal punishment because you feel now, um, oh, you embarrassed me. Some parents, you just get caught up into that politics of what someone else's child is wearing, what they're doing, how many awards did they win? Did they get student of the month? And now you're pushing your child to compete with someone else instead of allowing them to go at their pace. So, with that being said, and thank you kindly. And again, hopefully, these readings, these lessons, this little information is going to help someone out there. Because as I said before, and you will hear me say it with each episode, we need to bring back that village that it takes to raise a child. And do not feel ashamed to ask for help. As my mother used to say, closed mouths do not get fed. If you're overwhelmed, if you're needing help, you need advice, seek it. For the love of your child, seek it. Well, it is Gail. Wait, I forgot. This is a different episode. It is Sledge here with To the Point 101. Let's talk about it. And He First Loved Us. And again, if there's something you think I missed, or you want to add, or you want to come live, when you see the WhatsApp number, when you see the app, just follow the app, which will bring you to appear live. And when you appear live, if you want to just put your phone, not on your face if you don't want to, just like, I guess, um, turn it up to the ceiling or whatever, put it on the wall, whatever. Some people don't like showing their faces, and I do understand. So, but those are other options. And we thank you. And do not forget, and I can't say it enough, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you will get the notifications whenever Sweet Lips and I come live. And we are talking about God's promises for the children and how we need to bring back that village, the village, the village, the village that it takes to raise a child, and just try to steer them in the right direction so that they are not out there acting a fool, doing things that's going to lead them behind bars or lead them 6 feet under. We need to change this. We need to change how they view life, but we need to change our ways as well. We cannot preach one thing out the side of our mouths and we're showing them something totally different. We're showing them how to lie. We're showing them how to steal. We're showing them how to lash out. We're showing them how not to forgive. We're showing them how to cheat. It's a lot of things that we are showing our children. And then we wonder why they go outside our doors and just commence to really destroying their lives. And we as parents need to take that first step and admit that we set the stage for them. We set the stage for them to destroy their lives by bringing our trauma and drama that we never healed from and having these innocent children. And instead of breaking those generational curses, we tend to pass it down. So again, I thank you. You can support the channel with stars on He First Loved Us and To the Point, Let's Talk About It on Facebook, or you can do super thanks on YouTube. Sweet Lips and I will be back. Right now, I will see you same bad time, same bad channel